Hey, what's up? Welcome to my podcast. It's called Big Motion Faith. Today I'm sharing my testimony. Let's get straight into it. Fall semester, sophomore year, it was awful. It just sucked, dude. But before it sucked, things were going great. I was a part of the cheer team. I had that going for me, so I got to hang out with cheerleaders. I also was about to join a fraternity, like this close. And I already knew all the guys and they were cool with me, so it was in the bag. My whole life I was seeking the sense of community, the sense of brotherhood, and I had it. Well, at least I thought I had it. My plans for the semester completely fell apart. There was this girl on the cheer team. I'm not going to say her name, but there was this girl who I didn't know at the time, have never spoken to at the time, spread some crazy rumors about me. The cheerleading coach found out about the rumors and she kicked me off. Next day, literally the next day, I get a phone call from the fraternity that I'm literally about to join. Yo, Flacco, we heard about what's going on with the cheerleading team. Unfortunately, we don't want you coming out to any of our events because you're not going to get a bid, aka like an invitation to join the fraternity. And he hangs up the phone. And I'm like, bro, what is happening? I was like, ain't no way I just got kicked out the cheerleading team and then essentially blacklisted from the fraternity. I'm not going to go too in details about the rumors, but basically the rumor was about something that happened my freshman year of college. The fact that it was a year later and people out here spreading some crazy things about me is crazy. From there, I was down bad, depressed, down bad. I remember, feeling I could care less if I wake up tomorrow morning. That's how down bad I was. I break down crying and I'm like, God, how do you let these people that don't even know me hear something about me and run with it? That's crazy. So I spent the next few weeks confused, angry, upset. Fast forward to winter break, my younger sister, she invited me out to this conference. Sort of like Passion, if you know what it is. It was just for college students, and it was in Dallas, Texas. That conference changed my life. There is where I learned what it means to be anchored in God's grace, what it means to be a godly man. There is where I also learned how to fully live for Jesus. Now, let me give you some context. But before the conference, I was lukewarm, dog. I was like a menace. I would go to church on Sundays. I would go to that Bible study on Wednesday. But, dude, I was wilding out, dog. I was crazy. For those that know me, if you think that I'm out of pocket now or that I'm crazy now, y'all would not believe the things that I used to be saying, the things I used to be doing. I'm not going to get into all the details of the things that I used to say and do because my mom might watch this and I'm not really in the mood to get spanked right now. You feel me? And so I asked myself, what is stopping me from going all in with Jesus? What is stopping me from giving him my heart and following Jesus? But before that, I had to really understand what went wrong. And so what I did wrong was I put all of my value and fulfillment in the fraternity and in the cheer team for that sense of belonging, for that sense of fulfillment. And it left me so empty, dog, so empty. No amount of sex, no amount of drugs, no amount of parties, no amount of none of it was filling that hole in my heart. But if my mom sees this, I'm still a virgin. Mama, I'm still a virgin. Don't worry. I had to put that out there. Anyways, when I experienced the love of the Lord at that conference, I was like, man, I'm willing to give it all to you, Lord. I don't care about these worldly things. I don't care about that girl. I definitely don't care about that girl. I just want you, Jesus. I just want you. And so I decided, God, have it all. Have it all. I give him all of my heart. After giving my life to him and walking with him and learning how to walk with him, dog, that changed my whole life. I used to make these videos on TikTok, but they were so crazy. The stupidest jokes, talking about big booty Latinas and all this other stuff. And I laugh about it now so I don't cry because it's just so cringy, when I look back at it. If someone were to tell me freshman year that I would be one day sharing the gospel on campus, going on summer mission trips, going to Bible studies, getting plugged in with church, I would have thought you were on cocaine, methamphetamine, doing black tar hair. I would have thought you were crazy. You know what I mean? The two takeaways that I took from that semester was that worldly things will never fulfill me. That's number one. The second thing was to trust God, which it sounds so cliche, but it's trusting God regardless of how I feel. Because I thought I knew better. I thought I knew better than the Lord. Like, I thought that the cheer team was for me. I thought that the fraternity was for me. Not to say, like, yes, the cheer team and the fraternity and community are good things. And the things that I was searching for in my heart are good things, but I was looking in the wrong places. Like, yes, I lost the opportunities with the cheer team, and yes, I lost opportunities with the fraternity, but dude, I gained Christ. Like, I could take all the stars, all the planets, all the alcohol, all the sex, all the money, and I could put it on one scale, and I could throw everything on this scale. And then you put Christ on the other side of that scale, bro, Christ outweighs it all. His love, his grace, bro, Christ outweighs every worldly thing. My testimony is so important even today. It's because right now I'm going through like another tough season of my life. I'm going through a breakup, and I'm not going to go into all the details about why we broke up and all that stuff out of respect for her and out of my love for her. To give you some context in the sense of like how serious this relationship was going, like, I had the blessing since January. 2 weeks before we broke up, we went to a jewelry store to get her finger size, and I already had the ring picked out, and I was proposing in April. So that's how serious this relationship was. The breakup was out of nowhere. Like, I didn't know. Like, when I was driving up to her place that morning, I did not know that we were going to break up. That's all I'm going to say in terms of like the details of whatnot. But what's interesting is, like, a few weeks ago, I was asking the Lord the same questions that I was asking him my sophomore year. I was like, God, what happened? God, why is this happening to me? I thought she was the one. What is going on? And so the reason why my testimony is so important is because, like I mentioned earlier, one of the things that I took away from my testimony, trust God regardless of how I feel. In terms of this breakup, my testimony has been something that I keep reminding myself, because I have tasted and I've seen his goodness. So when I got kicked out of that cheer team and I wasn't able to join the fraternity, like when my plan for that semester fell apart, I didn't understand any of it, right? Because I wasn't looking at that situation the way that the Lord sees that situation. In terms of this breakup, God, I don't see the bigger picture. I might not see it right now. I might not understand it fully, but I know there is a bigger picture, and I can stand on that. The reason I can stand confidently, my head is up, the Holy Spirit is in me, and I know the Lord. That's why I'm faithful to the Lord. That's why I can have joy. So the other day I thought about, man, like, I'm so happy. I'm so joy. I have so much peace. Dang, I should write a book on how to get over a breakup in 2 days. I don't experience joy and peace because I go to church, or because I read my Bible, or because I go to this Bible study, or because I'm discipling this dude and that guy. Like, no, I have joy because I know who God is. And it's through his perfect performance that I'm able to live it out, able to trust in him. Though I'm suffering right now, this suffering is for his glory, because it's brought me closer to him. You know, in fact, I've been walking with the Lord for the past 2 years faithfully. But this last month and a half, dog, I have never felt so much closer to him. Like, the past 2 years of walking faithfully with the Lord do not compare at all to what the Lord has done in my life in this month alone. Like, he is close to the brokenhearted. He is close to those in suffering. So I can rejoice in suffering because it's for his glory, and it has brought me closer to him. If I was going through this breakup on my own and I didn't have the power of the Lord and the Holy Spirit in me, I'm cooked. Life without Jesus, you are cooked. And not that I'm not hurt or that I'm not sad, but it's like I have peace again because I know who he is. And so this is not to puff myself up like, oh, look, he's doing so good, and this was like a month and a half ago. No, this is the Holy Spirit working in me. This is God. God's presence is the only thing that keeps me going. God's presence is the only thing that keeps me up. To sum it all up, I'm so glad that I'm not a cheerleader. And I'm so glad that I'm not in a fraternity. And in terms of this breakup, even though I don't see the bigger picture just yet, but I do know that the Lord desires good things for me. So that's my testimony. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, I'm so excited to make more of these. All right, I'm out. Peace.